Hello, air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. I felt like coming on and reading for the elementals today. As I'm reading, these messages are going pretty in depth as they have been lately. Today is Good Friday, April 7th. Today is also the day that Mercury slows down into its pre-retrograde shadow. And there's a lot of energy, a lot of transits going on right now. So I wanted to dive into each of the elementals as I've been getting a lot of really in-depth messages for myself on my journey, as well as collective messages, because they're not just for myself. A lot of us are going through very similar experiences. So let's see what comes through for air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. As always, I hope that you are all doing well and getting yourself prepared for some big changes coming around the mountain here. We have eclipse season that we are opening up to. We are opened up to energetically. And, we may be still going through some tests and challenges in the financial and or relationship areas of life. Mercury retrograde will help us get a little deeper into that as to understanding why and what direction we're going. So pay attention to the themes that are playing out in your life right now, as this could be a highlight for something a little more for something that may be changing. And also pay attention to some of the new puzzle pieces and building blocks that are coming in regarding your future direction. Vision quest. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. That one just sort of wanted to flip out. Anything else for air signs? Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Peace pipe. At the bottom, we have Spirit Keeper of the East. So we have a Vision Quest and Peace Pipe. Vision Quest is a sacred seeker. Take time away from people and situations. Step back, withdraw. Inner truth is emerging in stillness, but first you need to retreat. Know that you're guided. Look for your answers in different ways. The answers are around you. Watch for signs in the coming days. Trust that your life is being directed. And I'm feeling this. This is deep. This is important. This is also Pluto energy. So really slow it down and pay attention. Pay attention to everything that life is directing you into. Peace pipe. I have the chills. This stuff really is. It's the hard stuff that we typically wouldn't trek into. We're going back over some skipped steps, some things that we may not have picked up along the journey that are important. Awareness. Peace pipe. Heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time. You no longer need to carry the burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. You bring peace to the world. So as we're expanding our consciousness and our awareness of ourselves, of our journey, of others, there will be new ways of perceiving people that we're in relationship with, or even people that we have been in conflict with. So you may want to make amends to those who, maybe really have been innocent all along. But we're all innocent. The thing is, innocent of what your mind or perception story was originally viewing a situation. Overall, we have Spirit Keeper of the East. New beginnings. A fresh cycle is occurring in your life. Wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release old and start again. No matter what has happened in the past, it doesn't need to repeat in the future. Oh boy. I'm feeling this one. This is great change happening. A whole new perspective on a certain aspect in your life. All right, we're going to pull a moon card. Just kind of getting guided to different decks. Air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Oh my. The stool is not the most comfortable. I may need to upgrade one of these days. You may be getting a lot of synchronicities and signs right now. Nature may be speaking to you. I mean, the universe is speaking to you through everything, including your dreams. Emotions are running high. Work through your fears. Okay. Oh, yeah, you may be fearful of this peace pipe and this vision quest. Fearful of something. We'll dive into that and see, but work through your fears. The emotions are at an all-time high for many people. Let's see what energy is directing this reading for you. Air signs. Or just old fears, things you didn't realize that were a fear. It could be, again, linked to either finances or relationship or both. They seem to be, although if there's a different theme in your life that you're experiencing, by all means, it could be that as well. It doesn't have to be financial or relationship. Fixed. Stability, okay, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. So I'm going to kind of retract that. Most likely this is about relationship and finance. Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit more for the air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Indecision. Service. Let's go. What's coming through? I've got a lot of energy coming through. You guys. You, air signs, being the most intense element. Who would have thought? Okay. I think intense in your emotions. I think you're finally really releasing the emotions. Death. Change. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And it's possible that you may be experiencing a physical death of a loved one, a pet, or just people around you, or just the death that's going on in the collective is finally catching up with you. Or, you know, it could be the metaphorical death meeting, rebirth. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. The thing about forgiveness is, you know, we speak about the importance of forgiveness, especially within the spiritual community, and it is extremely important. Not necessarily for the other. Forgiveness of self is important, and the release of the energy that you may hold with another that was something that was painful, naturally will come. Forgiveness will naturally arise as we heal, as we move through the old and move into the new. You naturally begin to perceive things in a different way, which brings peace and harmony to the self and then to others. Spirit Keeper of the East. Medicine bag below that. Emotions are running high. So don't force, basically what I'm saying is don't force yourself into forgiving, because that's actually not authentic or genuine. You will naturally move into forgiveness as you heal yourself from that. So forgiveness of self is very helpful in healing through painful experiences and traumatic experiences. But please don't confuse the two, like, I have to forgive. No, you don't have to forgive. It will naturally happen once we start to move beyond and not carry the resentment. That's really what it's talking about, is the resentment that blocks your flow of your heart energy. We have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So there's definitely something, air signs, that you may have been holding a lot of regret about. So again, back to forgiveness of self. Very important that you forgive yourself so that you can, you're pinching yourself off from your stream of consciousness that will enlighten you. So what I mean by that is that we think that like our consciousness is in our body, and it's not. Our brains are receptors. We receive consciousness and information in from the field of the collective consciousness, from all. When we get stuck in resentment, regret, anger, denial, when we pinch off that stream, the brain also holds memory from past experiences. So those come back up as thoughts as well. And it seems as though it's our consciousness or our intuition. It's really just a loop of what's been stored in there from your entire life's experience up till now. And it's really hard to change your perspective when you're just in here. So in order to open and expand yourself, to tap back into source energy, the true consciousness, that's when everything you're enlightened, everything completely changes again for you. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So you've been going through quite some challenges as you're learning, as you're opening up your streams of consciousness. And it may be open and close, depending on what you're experiencing through the day and how well you're understanding that this consciousness is not in the consciousness that is trapped inside of you is memory. It's the past. It's already happened. Let that go so that you can open up to new energy, new consciousness, new awareness, new experiences. Okay. That was deep. Let's see what else comes through. So there's something is ending. Things are changing. And yes, you're working through some fixed energy right now. So you may have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. Obviously, you have Aquarius if you're listening to this, or Scorpio, the fixed signs in your chart somewhere that has you fixed, meaning it's hard for you to change and adapt. You like the stability, you like the consistency, you like the dependability of something, of things. You don't really like abrupt change all the way, especially in certain areas. Again, finance and relationships. However, we cannot control these things. We try. We really do try. But the universe always has other plans for us. So the more and more and more you hold on to something, the more painful it is going to be when it is time to let go. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So you may be learning to tap into your intuition. Your intuition is kicking in, but you're going back over skipped steps. This Pluto right now, squaring the nodes in Aquarius. Skipped steps. Things that we skimmed over, things that we thought we'd like, okay, that's done. Let's keep going. Nope, it's time. These had an impact on you, whether you want to admit it or not. And your intuition is telling you, yes, this is actually a bigger deal than what my brain was making it out to be, whatever I was making it out to be. Okay. A lot of times we humans, because it's linked to pain, we really don't want to go there. Base chakra. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Something's got you ungrounded, which makes you not feel secure and stable and safe. You feel unsafe in an area of life. And again, everything is connected. So even if something in your life that your mind is telling you is not connected to another part of your life, if you're not forgiving yourself or another, that's going to affect all areas of your life. That is pinching yourself off from your stream of consciousness and from your intuition. So your logical mind might be like, well, they're not even related to, you know, but yes, it does not matter. Everything is connected. There's a web of energy connected to everything. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. The flow of love is the true, genuine consciousness that we are all connected to. Emotional loss, regret, and maybe this is something that's coming up that you don't want to see, or you're regretting what it is that you're revisiting. And that's okay. Feel your feels, but don't spiral back down into the story of where you can't forgive yourself or another. I know that I cannot change the past. You cannot change the past. We can change right here, right now, in the present. You've gone through some great adversity and challenges, and that is the best way to learn. This has everything to do with your self-confidence and your self-esteem in yourself. There's some fears that you're being asked to work through. Be very honest. Be honest with yourself. And this energy is working very gracefully with us so far. I say so far because sometimes when we resist and we fight it and we try to hide and run and numb it out, that's when it's a little more harsh. So be mindful. You're on a vision quest. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You can build a new story. King of Cups. As you're going back over skipped steps, connect to your emotions, connect to your feelings. Drop back into the heart. Use your intuition. This is emotional intelligence. Linked to your intuition. Everything is linked to everything. Nobody is to blame. We can wipe the slate clean. Peace pipe. It's up to you. Would you like to have a clean slate? Then you clean the slate. Stop listening to the loop of memories feeding you over and over again, feeding your nervous system. Why? Air signs, if you're having a hard time forgiving yourself and finding safety and security in yourself, and it's like you're just blocking yourself, you're blocking your own strength. It's kind of like a stubborn energy. Like strength is, your internal strength is there. Rawness and real. So stop blocking that flow. Work through your fears. Check with yourself. Where am I being stubborn? Where am I not able to change the narrative? Where am I not able to, what keeps repeating in my mind? The sun in reverse. Everybody's getting the sun in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So the more you hold on to this regret, and resentment, the more you're holding yourself back, you're pushing away your own strengths, and you're losing your vitality and your vital life force energy because you're not tapping into it. You're stuck in emotional loss, in that spiral. And any new opportunities that are arise in front of you, you don't see them. You don't even recognize them as opportunities. Maybe because you're doubtful, you're not confident enough, you feel like you're just constantly being challenged. You might be tired. You could be tired, for sure. I think we're all tired right now. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Infinite possibilities and opportunities that can arise when we are connected to our life force energy. The Hermit. All right. So as you're going over some skipped steps and your intuition's kicking in and you're connecting to your emotions are running high, it's asking you to work through your fears. You are actually taking time intentionally to sit with some stuff. Go through some change. I see the snake there. You know, the snake represents change and transformation, because the snake needs to shed its skin or it dies. You've got some skin that you need to shed, and here's some light that's illuminating some new perspective, new insight that you weren't able to see before because you were in your own way. You were in a story. Magician. You're in a story that was creating something based off of that loop in your mind over and over again. See, the magician can create amazing things, or it can be very trickster. You can continuously create more and more adversity, more challenges for yourself, instead of allowing yourself to go through the change that you know is inevitable. Even though maybe you were thinking, well, maybe it's not. Now you're like, skip steps. Remember the skipped steps. Do not skip steps. We always go back to them. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. You're blocking yourself by holding on to resentment and regret. Okay, there's something that was out of balance, and either you or another was generous and giving, and maybe another wasn't. But this is you balancing yourself out. Be generous and giving to yourself. Stop holding on to this emotional loss and this regret and this resentment. Four of Wands. There's help here. You have support. You have a community of support, whether you're aware of it or not. And this is the place that you're desiring to go. Connection. A safe place where you just feel that, you know, you're known and loved for who you are inside, and not, you know, what it is that you can give or do or any of that stuff. Okay, I am going to wrap this up with some advice. So if you are liking this video so far, if you would please, that's an energetic exchange, click that thumbs up like button if you like the video, of course. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm very grateful to all of you who take the time to do these two things. It's very helpful for all content creators with the algorithms, which, by the way, are getting stranger and stranger. And actually, I think I may have just gotten hacked in my Facebook account before I came in here. I don't know. After I can't even shuffle the cards. After this video, I'm going offline for the rest of the evening. So you are my last ones, air signs. Advice for air signs, please. Okay. Divine Matrix. Which I feel like this is, you've had a taste of this beautiful place. And maybe you have been like sucked out of the vortex and back into something else. You're like, how do I get back? How do I get back in? Okay. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we may not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, a divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum. So you are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life, you're being invited to be conscious of the pattern you are weaving. Isn't it amazing to know you have so much power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to claim them. Are you ready? Wow. Yes. I would say yes. Be ready. You're on a vision quest. Work through your fears and your emotions, and all will be more than well. It will be beautiful. Just keep telling yourself that. Believe that. Trust that. So this is what I have for you this week, and I hope that this was helpful for you. I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.